Welcome everybody, it's tractorchute here, and it's my favorite day of the week. Fuck, I don't know what my favorite day of the week is, but in all honesty, I like damn Fridays, I'll tell you that much. We're going to start ourselves off with the standard Friday game, which is a Friday challenge fail. If you remember, this Friday's challenge was to win the game without any sort of defensive structures, including infuse. What else do we include in there? And Guardian Shield. I think that about covered it as far as I can remember. But I got a short memory, so never trust a tractor's memory. Alright, in the bottom left-hand corner, it is the red Zerg, as you can see there. It is the man of the month last month. It is VIDDY. In the upper right-hand corner, it is Pavlya. Speaking of VIDDY there, I don't know why it came to me just now. I forgot to update the scoring from last week, so I will do that to get the October scoreboard started and out there, because this will be the second October cast. So I'll be sure to do that after this, as well as the updates for this week. And hopefully have a super fun challenge once again here. Maybe something a little different. This one was kind of plain Jane in my opinion. So hopefully I come up with something better here at the end of the day once we have sat down, thought this over, and figured out what we want to run. Does look like our good man of Pavlya is going to start off with the standard wall that we expect to see every damn time we see a Terran player. VIDDY in the meantime there, he's pretty much working off of a 10 pool, so nothing overly quick happening there. SCV is going to get inside the base there. I will tell you, both these guys are silver. VIDDY doing a good little chase down there. That SCV is not even being controlled by him. Now it is, so it will be taken on out of there. And over here we do get a good old gas coming down here. Gas is a very odd time, and they're not going to line up with the, well, not going to line up with having enough to build anything right away there. But either way, it looks like he's going to get somewhat of an early gas happening here. VIDDY in the meantime there, he's got one overlord almost all the way over there. This drone there, he's just going to kind of follow the SCV. We'll get down the other end eventually and scout his opponent out. This is always a cross spawn map. I think this map is Yansu. Is this the Yansu map? I didn't even pay attention when it was loading up there. I don't remember very many map names, but I'm pretty confident this is the Yansu map, but I could be wrong. And there we go. We'll end up chasing right into the base there. Marine will sit there, so it will defend this. Not that VIDDY really would have found out much, other than the fact that he had one gas at a pretty odd time. But, oh, he actually, I don't know how the hell he let him through there. But either way, apparently Pavlya can't guard that wrap. That was kind of sad that he actually let VIDDY in there. VIDDY's going to end up losing the drone either way, not even controlling it, as you can see there. So it does end up losing that drone. Meanwhile, VIDDY's got a couple overlords. Fairly good map vision around his base there. This overlord is going to get on the outside of the base. Don't want to get him in too far, as there is two Marines out on the map now here. Take a look at the units tab here just to get a good idea here. Both of them keeping fairly even worker count. Pavlya, as you can see there, is dropping himself down some mules, so very well done. VIDDY well into a roach warren. So out of this game here, we will see no infuse, no spore crawlers, no spine crawlers is what we can expect to see out of him here. Like I say, this challenge was a pretty standard one. This is, a lot of people don't build that shit anyways. Well, most people do. Not a lot of the lower level leagues, you might not see that shit built anyway. So it might just be a standard game for most people, which is why it wasn't really overly a challenge. But I'm pretty confident I'll come up with something. I'm pondering doing 2 challenges a week. I'm pondering doing 2 different types of challenges, like a I was thinking like a Tuesday challenge or a Sunday challenge and a Friday, something like that. Tuesday, Friday, Sunday, Friday, somewhere in there. And I was going to do maybe like one trolling challenge and then one, difficult challenge on each of those different days. Pondering anyways, just to keep some sort of variety if people want to try different challenges. Then it doesn't matter, if I get only 1 or 2 for one challenge and, 3 or 4 for another challenge. That's quite fine. But give you some more options out there when you're playing your single-player games there. Anyways, let me know what you think here. I'm just speaking nonsense because I know this is a very long game, so gotta come up with something here. VIDDY in the meantime there has 2 dogs that's going to sit in there. As you can kind of see, he also has the engineering bay down for Pavlya, so very well done there. Looks like he's going to look to get some upgrades here. Both gas are running on them on 3-2 turret in the background. Very smart move there. Pavlya, like to see it, my good man. Down the other end here, still not into layer technology, just getting his second out. So VIDDY very late on the second, especially since there wasn't even a 1-base push. Definitely might want to work on that a little bit. Got to get that second hatch out quite a bit quicker than what you did, especially with the build you're going. If you're not going to push that 1 base early, no sense in remaining on it there. But either way, Viddy's got himself out 9 roaches there, so not too sure what the ability is going to choose to do, but so far he's got himself a ton of options. They're spinning some more out here. Queens with the larva injects, looking pretty good. Take a look down at this end here. You can see his opponent is bunkering up here. He's got Widow Mines. He is turtling like you wouldn't believe, although he does have 1 Hellion on the map, so we'll be able to have some sort of vision. I'm not entirely sure why he's standing the Hellion at the top here. Usually if you build some of them, you might want to use them for scouting at the very least, because you're obviously, well, maybe he's getting into a Hellion build. Okay, he wants to get 3 out here, so we are actually going to use these to go do a little bit of Zerg harass. Here we go. Time to make our way down that ramp here, or at least part way down the ramp before we say fuck it. You know, I'd rather just sit here like a stupid fucking turtling Tyrann, my favorite. Just sit there, they don't do anything. They build Widow Mines, they build tanks, they build bunkers. Usually they do it on 2 bases, so 1 base isn't quite as effective. Roaches love Widow Mines, I'll tell you that much here, so Jesse really not too concerned about losing that there. Ends up getting hit there. But either way there, I guess we are just going to sit back here and watch our turtling Tyrann here. I don't know why he had all those SCVs offline. I think they finished building buildings and were standing around. They ended up getting back to work there. So we do have a couple more. What the? He's got so many random SCVs. 2 more SCVs. I think he's looking to expand is what he's doing. They can't find their way out. So he take control. Are they on auto? Yeah. Well, they're on auto repair, which is standard by default, I think. But I'm not entirely sure what Pavlya is doing with them. Alright, I guess they're over there to build turrets. So there we go. We're going to build some turrets. There's command center getting ready to go. Factory getting ready to go. Some fucking stupid marauder at the bottom here. Not entirely sure what he's doing. Apparently he's not the smartest, so I guess he wants to lead him in the Widow Mine. Maybe he is a smart marauder. So he pretty near does that there. VIDDY with good control. Keeping an eye on that one there. So does pull them back manually. And here goes the Hellions finally getting their chance on the map here. I'm sure this Hellion control is going to be golden from what I've seen out of Pavlya. We should see some of the sickest micro. Look at these guys. Both supply block. These guys are high end right here. Just kidding. Everybody supply blocks himself. High and low, and it happens. So here we go. We're getting 5 Hellions going out across the map here. They might run into a little bit of trouble here. Oh, maybe not. Everybody on the move command, except for VIDDY, as he ended up getting a couple shots off there. These Hellions are actually going to move right in here and actually be a little bit of trouble for VIDDY. Might end up losing a queen here. VIDDY, in the meantime, is going into Hydra, so it will be a Roach Hydra build. Here he goes right for the mineral line. He's going to go to work. Needs to go to work on the 1 Roach as well as the queen here, and he's focused fire into queen now, so very well done. Might want to get that blue flame upgrade, which will be definitely handy. And slowly getting there. There you go. Ends up taking it out. There still has 1 Roach left. Dogs come back to try and help this out. Dogs will get melted fairly quickly. Fairly decent micro. Maybe not. Didn't quite do the greatest micro, but he did all right. You know, I'm pretty sure he got a few worker kills. Let's see. Yeah, 7. That's not too shabby. Looking pretty good, Pavlya, my good man. Yeah, to keep stacking the Widow Mines up there. Don't want to see you leave the base. But he did move out some Hellions, so I will give you that much here. But either way, he's really going to buckle down here. Load up some SCVs. I'd hate to see him make that long venture. You know, that's a pretty long fucking trip. You know, might have to go all the way down. Well, let's take a look at the path here. So the SCV would have to walk in between these 2 buildings here, and that's a pretty tight fit. Once they get over here into this great big open pile of fucking snow, they might have to walk all the way through all these scary looking dudes, lower one of these supply depots. That's a lot of APM, so that's pretty good. So he won't have to use that APM to lower one of these. Walk down this ramp and into this base here. But he's going to save him a trip. He's going to actually pile 2 in here. No, he's going to load. Nope, now he's loading up. He's like, all right, boys, we're ready. Okay. Apparently he does not want to take the natural, so he's going to look to a little bit of a hidden expansion. Maybe that's part of the reason he's got him loading up. Plus, he knew VIDDY was down here, so it's probably also another really good reason. Probably didn't want to walk around just in case he ended up losing him. So he is going to fly him out here. Either way, probably better options to maybe walk that out, son. Every SCV needs a little better exercise. So he's going to walk it over to the 3rd location. Yeah, I guess it's not a bad move. It's not really a point to it. If he expands down here, I can kind of see the reason that he loaded everybody up. But if you're gonna expand here, there's not much of a difference. You're fucking visible, dude. Like he's pretty much gonna walk by you unless he happens to go up this ramp here. All right, I'll give you that much. But as you are gonna see here, that you might as well just put it right beside your fucking base. Is all I'm trying to get at. All right. But now he's going to end up losing pretty much all these SCVs that took a ride over here. But he's got a little bit of a Marauder compilation here. Viddy's going to turn around here. Does have a siege tank on the high ground. Viddy might want to start paying a little bit of attention. There you go. Now he's moving out. With those Hydralisks, he should easily be able to walk all over this little tiny Marine Marauder army. He's going to turn on him here. He continues to go back and forth there. He's going to end up barely getting the command center. It's going to be very, very close. Actually, he's going to lose it there. So that's too bad there. But it was a very fun ride you gave the SCVs. Maybe if you had walked them way over here, you probably would have survived because you might have a little bit more defense there. Widowblind probably would have got some shots off. But then again, that's just that's a tip from a tractor. I don't play it in the high leagues, Silver League, you can do whatever the hell you want, I guess. This siege take a little bit out of position, but either way, now we're just getting nitpicky on him. He's going to rebuild that command center here. Taking a look at our good old army tab here. Pavlya, once again, is supply blocked. He's going to keep working on that one here. Viddy, in the meantime, knowing he's turtled, wouldn't mind seeing a third out of him by this point. Knows he could probably build a third and a fourth if he really wanted. He's even got the mineral count to do so. So definitely would help him in his macro game here. As the opponent really, you can tell, has no intention of moving out here. He's just going to sit back. We are getting the good old 14-minute concussive shells. Not that bad of an idea. He's got quite a few barracks. If he quit supply blocking himself, I'm sure his army count will be a little bit better for sure. It's not doing too bad. 2 factory, 3 racks, and a starport. It's pretty decent. Definitely maybe a little bit overkill, or even, I don't know how you want to work it out for 1 base. 2 base, it would be half decent. So we're going to finish this off here, and I'm very curious where he chooses to expand this time. Viddy, in the meantime there, as you can see, he is working himself up with some pretty sweet upgrades of 0 and 0. And we do take a look at our good old structure tab. You can see, yep, we got ourselves a good old lair. I got ourselves a good old hatchery. Got ourselves a Hydralisk den infestation pit. So I'm kind of curious what he wants to go with that here. 2 evos just coming out. 3rd evo as well. Looking to get all his upgrades. And down the other end here, yeah, that's finally probably a pretty good idea. Probably should have done this the first time, but either way, works whenever you want to do it, son. He's putting out a bunch of turrets here. Hasn't seen any sort of sign of mutas, but is definitely a very good precaution to do so. Viddy now finally like to get his 3rd out, so very well done for Viddy. And in the meantime, we're just going to stack ourselves at the other end with the good old Hydra / Roach / Dogs. Dogs end up getting their wings. Yes, they did. They didn't get the attack speed, I don't think they're... No, they did not. So, I guess that's quite fine there, if you ask me. Taking a look at the good old units lost tab. We have ourselves 29 to 15. Fairly even as far as the value of those armies that happen to end up getting lost there. Back to good old production tab. We are getting our sweet, sweet high-sec auto tracking. And now Viddy's just going to go to work. He's even got mutas compiled in this army here. Needs the vision over here to start taking this 1 siege tank out that's getting really annoying for him here. And he's going to continue to push here, but he's probably going to end up losing all these. He's got enough marauders to easily fend this off. So very good attempt by Viddy, but that's going to, that's going to be demoralizing right there. Ends up losing the majority of his army. At the same time, to the plus, Viddy, if it means anything to it, your opponent's not going to move anyways by the looks of it here. So he pretty much killed your army off here, but he has no intention of countering. He has a lot of tanks. In all honesty, I would probably counter with that army. He knows he took out a lot of Viddy's guys. He's got a half-decent Marine Marauder front line there. With all the tanks there, would probably be a good idea. We have these SC. Maybe that's why. It's because these SCVs are standing in the way, but like a bunch of fucking retards. maybe that's why he doesn't want to leave. I'm not too sure. What are they doing? He's got some very random SCVs just sitting around here. There's another one over here. Oh, what do we got? What does it actually give you a count somewhere of how many idle SCVs this guy has? They should have the idle SCV tab. Anyways, oh, he actually moved a couple of them. He's got 1, 2. There's another one by the factory here. Another one here. What do we got up? 3. Is that it? Just 3? Oh, that's not too bad, I guess. 3 is pretty standard. So it's lower level. I don't expect them to be all over the micro to know where they are, but. Definitely might want to get a little bit of work on that. There still is a couple of Hellions out for some odd reason. Not really using them to do anything on the map as of yet here. There's some more tanks coming out here. Tank count's fairly high. Got himself up to 5 tanks. I do believe Blue Flame just coming out right now. 6 tanks, sorry. Viddy in the meantime there, he's built himself up to 2 mutas, 3 roaches, 2 queens, 16 dogs, and 7 hydras. So he's slowly replenishing this army. Working on the 3 base now should definitely help him replenish it a lot quicker next time here. He's got himself up to the 1 range upgrade. Is he actually going to run the upgrades on the mutas? Not as of yet, so I'm pretty sure that will be the next thing he'll look to do there. Hydralisk den, he does have the 1 upgrade for the for the range, nothing for the speed as of yet. A little bit surprising, definitely a very handy one, especially when you're not doing creep spread. I will tell you that right now, definitely a very handy upgrade there. So take a look over here, but he's still got the one Overlord if he does want to scout in there every now and then there. Opponent seems to be using Widow Mines there to get around the map here, keep an eye on everything. This Widow Mine probably looking for a... oh, I thought it was going to look for an expansion to maybe take out some drones, but apparently he just wants to plant himself right here just so he kind of knows when VIDDY expands there, I guess. I'm just coming up with a reason for him. Over here, it does look like we are going to have this one dog. This dog is going to move himself all the way across the map there. He's going to check, make sure his opponent doesn't have a third, so there he sees it. He's probably pretty happy about that. In the meantime, their opponent still continuing to go with Marine Marauder by the looks of it here. He's getting a Viking as well. Now has himself up to 7 tanks. I got a very decent compilation. I mean, it definitely wasn't the quickest to get to it at the 21-minute mark, but the compilation, I like it. You know, he looks pretty good there. Did he actually get upgrades? No, I haven't quite worked on the upgrades as of yet, but does have his 3 standard upgrades of the Combat Shield, Stim Pack, and Concussive Shell, so we do like to see that out of him at the very least. And he's still got this random SCV just chilling right there. He's in a pretty good hiding spot. And we are going to get our third base out finally here as he has mined out the main. Finally realized he might want to get some more out there. That will definitely be very, very handy. In the meantime, he's actually pushing, which is quite surprising. He turtled for the first 20 minutes and does look like he actually wants to put a little bit of pressure on. Looking to go over to the next Naga Tower to kind of keep a little bit of vision on the middle there. In the meantime there, VIDDY's still getting a very good compilation, especially with the muta count up to 10 now. So muta count at 10 with the Roach Hydra. Do like to see that to complement that army. Very decent job there. In the meantime there, doesn't look like too much action is going to happen here. There we are. Actually, going to get a 4th out. Very well done by VIDDY. Do like to see you get the 4th out there. And we are going to get the 3rd out finally for Pavlya. Well done there. And he actually not getting everybody a ride this time, making them mind themselves. Taught him a lesson. Or maybe he was listening to me. Thanks a lot, Pavlya. You got to make those SCVs work. They don't need a ride. And Tank's going to get in the background there. Has the Widow Mine out as well. Another turret up here. So going to get this base well defended. Very good job by Pavlya. In the meantime there, VIDDY, I like to see it. Piling all the Overlords in the back there. Very good. Yep. Get those bastards in the back there. Don't need them out here. Still no other upgrades coming out of him here as of yet. He does have the good old hive technology, so I'd have to imagine that we might see some Ultralisk Cavern happening here. Not too sure, but do we have it out? No. Yeah, wrecking the dream. VIDDY's wrecking the dream. Thought we were going to see that good old Ultra Cavern, but we are not. Let's take a look. Who's got the better army compilation? 23 Roaches. Only 7 Hydras. Wouldn't mind seeing the Hydra count a little bit higher. 10 Mutas. 25 Dogs. To our opponents, 21 Marines. 18 Marauders. 8 Tanks. 8 Hellions. 1 Viking. I would in all honesty say that the Terran probably has the better compilation, especially with the ability to stim. Other than the fact he's not bringing along his tanks with him. You definitely got to bring them with you because they're very, very handy. But he does have the Hellions finally doing their job. He's got them out scouting the map here. They're sneaking through the bushes in the back door. Nobody's going to see these guys. Look at them go up the back ramp. Surprise! Here we go. It's going to be a lot of kills, even with the blue flame upgrade here. We're going to see some drones. Look at the flameage happening here. Dogs are getting in there. Everybody's getting in for a little pile of this. There melts a lot. That is a lot of burning cinder. Ouch. But not too shabby of a job here. I'm actually kind of curious. Whoa! Oh, VIDDY not looking good. 122, 9,600 to 4,000 for value on that loss. Oh my goodness, that hurts to even see. But either way, VIDDY's not doing a bad job. He's slowly expanding across the map here. I kind of find it a little bit humorous there. He pretends to creep spread every now and then. He throws a couple creep tumors on the outside there. Doesn't really push him beyond that, as you can see. Pushed him to the ramp, and that's about it. There, his bases supply the rest. Not too shabby. I must say, when I play Zerg, I don't creep spread at all. So I'm not the man to be making fun of it. I'm just pointing it out, that's all. Taking a look over here, does look like our opponent is back here with his Marine Marauder, putting turrets up everywhere. So he knows the mutas are on the map. He's fearing them. Planetary's out as well. Well, now that I'm out of useless nonsense to talk about, we can speed this up to 2 times. It doesn't look like we're moving anywhere. These guys are quite content at sitting at their own base. Pavlya does tend to move out his little bunches of Hellions every now and then. Aside from that, they got a little bit brave, moved all the way over to this Naga Tower. But that was enough for him. He's back to the turtle time mode here. Take a look. He's like, oh, you know what? Oh, actually, maybe. No, just wanted to guard the other ramp. Maybe got a little bit of an inkling here, but it does look like VIDDY is ready to go out here. VIDDY with a very big army on the map, or at least it looks big on the mini-map. Now we'll see if I was right about this army compilation. He's getting 3-3 finally. Very well done. Wouldn't mind seeing some ultras coming out. He knows his opponent's going Marine Marauder. And outside of that, doesn't really have anything overly special. Walks right into the Widow Mine. That hurt a little bit, I do suppose. So he's going to try and push himself up there. Another Widow Mine's going to end going off here. Getting everybody in here. Wouldn't mind seeing a stim. There's the stim, as you can see there. Very good stim by his opponent here. He's kind of backing up, trying to get out of there. Good micro. Well, Pavlya, you surprised me in all honesty. I was going to say, there's certain aspects of the game you lack. But the micro, yeah, that was above what I thought I would have seen out of you in that engagement there. So you did a pretty decent job. He's pushing hard here. VIDDY might have enough to find... Oh, VIDDY's actually going to back off. Doesn't like that. Might want to get out of there fairly quick. Maybe a little bit further. Oh, Widow Mine goes down. Very good job there by VIDDY. And he is now going to retreat out of here. Looks like Pavlya is actually going to fall. Pavlya venturing. Oh, it's like the little tiny baby that's leaving its home for the first time. Look at him go. Oh, shit. Forget that. All right, that's enough of that. All right, Mom, come back, Mom. I don't want to leave. Don't want to get out too far here. A little scary out there. All right, I'm back. Heal me up, Mom. Give me that titty to suck on. So, take a look down at the other end here. We will see that VIDDY is slowly, actually not slowly at all, he's not reestablishing this base at all. Got himself 4. Sorry, this is the base he should have been reestablishing that he lost that. But he's only got 4 on his 4th here, which he sat up for a little bit here. This one here, he's got the good old larva injection. There we go. Finally, the ultras are out here as hoping for. Now we will see what kind of work he can do on his opponent. Barring he doesn't get hit up on those siege tanks, should be able to melt right through that Marine Marauder. Ultralists love Widow Mines, I'll tell you that much here. Not bad in the Ultralist count. He is up to 5. He has another one on the way. Is getting Carapace level 3 as well as the Ultralist super plating. Oh, is Pavlya going to tell me he can use a Viking? All right, son, I might have underestimated your skills. If McMurlin could see you now, he would have a great big grin on his face. That man loves Vikings, and you're about to pop 2 of them out, running yourself on 3 Stargate now. Not too shabby. This command center's been here for a little while. Building another command center for some odd reason. Is he seriously got this thing here to mine gas? Is that what that thing is? Is that a gas mining command center? And you're just going to build this. I'm not entirely sure what Pavlya is thinking here. But either way, I'm pretty sure he's got a pretty golden plan. Might want to look at getting both these out here. You can even steal this expansion and this one, I would have to imagine, will be his next move. And looking over here, the Ravens are ready to move out. And here we go. Now we can compare the skill level. I know McMurlin's pretty sick micro with these things. He's very good with the Seekers. Loves the turret drops. Loves the point defense. Loves everything that a guard darn Raven could do. And now we're going to see what Pavlya brings to the field here. He's going to sit back, make it look like he's going to use these Ravens, and allow me to take a drink of my energy drink. Probably a pretty good choice by VIDDY, I will say. You can see he's got Corruptors coming now, and then of course the melee level 3. So he's looking pretty good there. Take a look at the unit tab here. You can see that VIDDY's got himself his 6 Ultras, only 4 Corruptors. 8 now, there you go. Good count. 6 Hydralisks, 88 dogs. Pretty much giving up on the roaches, but he's looking to expand up there. This should get thwarted off pretty easy if the Ravens catch it first. Oh, they don't. They're actually moving out here, so here we go. And at the same time there, VIDDY realizes he can't get up there. And let's see what... Okay. There we go. Now we're going to go to work. I was going to say, you're going to do something with them? We're going to drop down turrets left, right, and center in the background here. These things are going to melt everything. He even puts down the point defense drones, I guess, preempting what was going to happen. Yeah, I guess that worked. Not entirely sure what the point defense drones were for. Maybe he planned on something coming, but at the same time, VIDDY is countering this baby here. There's the planetary for defense. Dogs are going to work on it. Ultralists are the ones that need to get in there. Takes out the planetary, and he is just going to wreak havoc, taking these siege tanks out best he can. Opponent in the meantime there, he's still dropping turrets anyways. Now it looks like we're just going to go and wreck this base. Very, very well done. Opponent needs to do something. He's got to get those Marine Marauders over there. They're just standing around. Now he's finally moving them out. He's determined as the time Gonna go to work on the one poor little Ultralisk over here. 3 more are gonna come in the back, and this is gonna be devastating for him here. These things are just gonna slice and dice and eat up this Marine Marauder army. That's exactly what they're doing. They're doing a half-decent job, but he might not survive. Oh, is Ultra wasting all those knives on turrets? Oh, those poor little turrets for the Ravens. Wowzer, not bad use of those Ravens. You did a half-decent job. Didn't quite get to see the cool Seeker missiles I was hoping for, but I still got hope because you still got some Ravens on the field here. VIDDY, in the meantime, did end up losing this base to that mass amount of turrets there, so puts him back down to 3 base, establishing a 4th here. One more time, and of course, this guy over here, he's still a little confused how to jump over that cavern there. Might want to come around here and destroy these rocks. Would definitely be handy, but VIDDY's probably forgot that he is sitting over there. So the opponent's sitting himself on, what has he got, about 2 base? Yeah, dare to or mind note. So riding himself on 2 base. VIDDY's riding himself on a base in a building one here. So he's only really got 1 base at this point. VIDDY might be in a little bit of trouble here if he doesn't start getting something up here. As you can see, the opponent with a much better mineral to gas count. VIDDY's all out. Spent it all and has finally decided, oh, forget it, I'm just going pure Muta. I've had enough of these Ultras that take up all my money and gas. Let me go Muta, finish up hatchery so these guys can make a much shorter trip. Come on, that's a long trip for those little guys. Oh, there we go, it does finish there. One guy's like, suckers. You guys all walked out, I'm just going to mine over here. It does look like we're finally going to fly off some command centers here, establish ourselves a good old 3rd. So very well done by Pavlya. So there's a few turrets just hanging out over here. And these Wowzer, geez, holy McMurlin, he might start putting you to shame soon. Wow, he's got a lot of Ravens on here. He's got himself up to 15 Ravens on this map. He has elected that is going to be his secret build. Had enough of the Marine Marauder type build, I guess. He's going to start pushing out here, see what kind of damage he can do. Or he's just going to kind of move a couple feet out of the base here and decide, you know, that's such a good idea. Get yourself a couple more turrets down here. This little guy's just hanging out over here. Little VIDDY flapping his wings. He's saying, you know, if I sit here quietly enough, you're not going to see me. Good job, VIDDY. I like to see that, son. Getting ourselves another turret. Oh, wow, getting himself a lot of turrets out here. And VIDDY's now ready to go. He's got himself up to the Muta count he was looking for. What is the Muta count he's looking for? 26, not that shabby of a number. Opponent now is going to push himself out here. I'm kind of curious of the APM tab. That's not the APM tab. That's the APM tab. That's actually not bad in all honesty. 64 to 61. I'm actually quite surprised. That is a decent number. Apparently thinks it's a good idea just to start dropping turrets down to take out the tiny bit of creep spread that VIDDY has here. And now he's going to start running. Drop down a point defense drone. He's dropping down when he... Does he know? Oh, there we go. Seekers. Yes. 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 I thought those were point defense drones. I do apologize. Those were pretty sick Seekers. And he melted most of VIDDY's army. Oh, that kind of sucked. That actually kind of sucked for VIDDY. I'm going to say that. That was not fun at all. Very good Seekers by the opponent. Pavlya, though, I will give him that. That was a decent move here. That range is crazy. Oh, VIDDY, if you only knew. Alright, VIDDY's going to slowly get this base up here. It does look like the opponent's not going to come in to try and finish it off here. A little bit surprised after launching all those Seekers. He didn't follow it up with anything there. But either way, we're going to get some more long-distance mining drones here. The rest of them have come over here to reestablish, or to establish this base here. Opponent here, he's going to start moving them Ravens back out. You can see lots of them did have a lot of energy left, so he really could have started dropping a couple turrets around that base there to at least delay that expansion of VIDDY. And over here, we can see the long-distance miners happening. Let's take a look. What's VIDDY elected to do this time here? So he's going to get back into meters. Not too sure. His gas count really isn't there. Mass dogs, maybe. I'm not too sure. VIDDY, tough call at this point. You really need to get these bases up. It is going to go right back to roaches, it looks like. All right. That's also not a bad choice either. Opponent here slowly getting this base up and running. Here comes the Ravens. They're going to go try their luck at the other side of the map. You're going to head right down to the bottom where they will find a nicely mining base over here. So probably a good idea. That's a good direction to head on, as he will get a very established base out of VIDDY here, which is basically the source of probably I would say almost probably almost 2/3 of his income. Definitely a third of his income, but I don't think the other two are even established enough to be worth it here. Look at this, we're just going to work. What are you doing with the Ravens? Drop something, son. Throw something. Use the Ravens for what they're made for. Apparently not. He's just going to continue going around. There's a Seeker finally there. Very good job. Seeker's finally going off here, looking to melt the rest of Viddy's army here. And the Marine Marauders are going to come in here. They're going to clean up the rest of this mess. Mutas are going down left, right, and center there. And Hydras, they're not going to last overly long. Marauders will suck them in. Very well done. So opponent has won yet another battle. Unfortunately for Viddy. Yep, that about says the story right there. 36,000 to 17,000 as far as the army value goes. 423 to 157. Not looking good for Viddy. But at the same time, he hasn't built any defensive buildings or done the infuse. But it's going to be a fail, as I have announced. So pretty confident that's going to happen at any point in time here. We can probably speed this up one more time as everybody seems to be sitting back here. And they both pretty much split the map down the middle here. It looks like the opponent's finally moving all the way to the tower. And that's probably far enough. Back home, good man. Don't want to see that Marine Marauder army get out there. Doesn't like to move the... Oh, apparently we're gonna guard the Naga Tower. All right, why not give you something to do there? He has moved the Ravens out and the Hellions out. I'll give him that much here, but hasn't actually put any pressure on Viddy to show that he actually wants to push through and try and get the win. He's kind of wins the engagement every now and then, and he sits back and rebuilds. As you can see, we are back up to 178 to 173. Battle cruisers have now hit the field. Now we're getting serious on the other end here. Pavlya has said that's enough of this. It is time to do some damage. Let me get Duke. Is it Duke? Is that the one that drives that? Duke, right? Duke drove the good old battle cruiser, the Nerian or Niron or whatever the hell it was called there. I don't remember. I don't pay attention to storylines. And it looks like we're going to get a win. Is Viddy going to win an engagement? It looks like, Seeker's hit the Corruptors. That sucks. Forces them back here. And it does look like he will clean up the rest of the turrets. Very well done. Battlecruiser turned around. They're going to go to work to try and clean up the last of the Corruptors and the Hydralisks. Is it going to work? No, it's not. Viddy, we got to hand that one to you. You are going to work with all those repairing SCVs. Though, it does look like that your good old Ultralisks are going to go down. Secret Missile coming. No, no. Oh, yeah, lost them all on your roaches at least. Oh, that kind of sucks there. So Viddy probably will end up losing the rest of these Ultralisks to this one planetary, and that really sucks when a planetary whoops your arse. Oh, I feel the pain, son. Oh, that's not good at all. Not good at all. So does end up losing most of his army again here, but at the same time, he somehow managed to keep himself up in the army count. No, don't do this. Please don't tell me those. Thank goodness. Whew. I was getting a little bit worried about Viddy there. I thought those dogs were going to get in there thinking they were going to be hero dogs and try and take out that planetary. So he will get back to work there. He does have himself a still bunch of more ravens. What is a raven count? 8 ravens, 3 battlecruisers. Viddy stacking up with the Corruptors. As you can see, he's got 13. Viddy needs an expansion. He's going to go to work on the rocks here. These two finally realize, you know what? We need a little bit of help to get in there because we just look stupid. Hey, he did actually. He took out the drone that was over here. Very well done by Pavlya. I like to see that. Very alert on the map. In the meantime, there, Viddy needs to get his drone count moving over here. He only has 3 mining the minerals. That's 57 altogether. He must have a lot there. I was going to say, he must have a lot standing around somewhere. Here's a few standing over here, so he's going to get them to work here. Is those the only ones that are standing around here? Yes, they are. Everybody else is working, so very well done. Gonna get up here, get that hatchery done there. Opponent's also gonna try to expand there. That's obviously not gonna work so well, but he's gonna fly it over here anyway. So here we go. I just kind of what's the look at his face gonna be here? He's gonna get over here. He's gonna say, "Oh shit, I can't land this." Gonna have to bring in the ravens. Gonna have to drop some turrets. I have to imagine it's gonna fall this up. There we go. Get rid of the dogs out of there. Drops the turrets. Dogs say, "Forget it. We're gonna go for it anyways." Here's a bunch more dogs. Turrets are gonna see what they can do here. And no, don't go to the planetary. No. Oh, this isn't gonna end well for those dogs. Those are poor dogs. Poor dogs. Corruptors are going to work though. They're trying to get in there, trying to get some battlecruiser kills. Battlecruisers just turn around here. They're gonna try and take out the rest of them as best they can here. Over here, we do have a bunch of long distance mining happening here. Mutas is gonna try and get in the action here. Battlecruiser is just so big and buff, and with 3 armor, just makes him ridiculously tough. Big buff and ridiculously tough. Damn, that's a good line. And he's going to finish off the rest of those Corruptors as expected there. So, once again, another engagement lost by Viddy. Viddy's in a lot of trouble, down to 8 queens. Got no more offensive units on the map here. Opponent, in the meantime, has got himself to 4 cruisers. 5 cruisers now. 10 Ravens, 6 Marines, 5 Marauders, 4 tanks. Where are his 4 tanks? Yeah, they're still chilling at home, eh? That's one. Well, he's got a few more chilling at this base here. Not too bad. That opponent, in the meantime, there still hasn't realized, you know what, there's a hatchery below me. Yeah, I might want to either look elsewhere or maybe shoot the shit out of this thing. But either way, maybe he's looking to hide. No, he did realize, okay, I'm kind of curious where he's going to go down. There's no other bases on the map other than way up here. So what's he going to decide? I think he was trying to land it maybe as a planetary, not too sure. But here we go. We're going to drop down these turrets and start to take out this hatchery and the rest of these drones here. VIDDY, in the meantime, is going to bring some corruptors over here, see what kind of damage he can do. That doesn't help much as they just fly right into the turret fire. We'll end up losing one of them. And battlecruisers are going to come over here. Oh, not the best of engagement. Battlecruisers will eat corruptors like mosquitoes. And it's exactly what we're going to see here. At the very least, he did end up taking down one of the battlecruisers about just over halfway, so not too shabby there. Turrets will finish their job off here. Broodlings try and get in there. They're all going to end up going down. And it looks like the opponent's got his expansion. VIDDY's had enough of this. He says, good game. Opponent's like, what did I do? Opponent really didn't really put any pressure on. He just won all the engagements. And now he's like, yes, it's time. It's time to move now. Woo! I think we got this game. This is where we move on to the offensive. Maybe not. Got a little bit excited for you, Pavlya. And then you just stopped. VIDDY, in the meantime, I don't know if VIDDY was maybe putting on the fake GG, hoping the opponent would leave. But VIDDY's just going to sit around for a little bit here. Oh, he's moving all the drones over to help him out here. Oh, it's a fake. He's got ultras. Oh, good fake. VIDDY, go to work. VIDDY, VIDDY, VIDDY. VIDDY's going to try and take out the rest of these turrets here. Few corruptors are flying around here. Oh, the last hurrah for VIDDY. I think he realistically took every one of his units and tried to attack the opponent, which is why all the drones came out, I think. Mules are coming. Oh, look at this. He's doing the super mule move. Oh, the opponent feeling pretty proud of himself here. And, yeah, that's about going to wrap it up there, VIDDY. He does have himself 2 ultras, 1 ultra. So 1 ultra less left here. Could bring the queens across the map. This ultra's just going to hang out. VIDDY's probably left the computer at this point in time. Oh, there we go. And we can wrap that up. My congrats can go to Pavlya. My condolences to you, VIDDY. Thanks for the Friday challenge fail. Leaving you with the saying of the day before we move on to the Friday challenges that might wrap it up with the Silver League superheroes if we're feeling good. So taking it to the top, I've been skiing up the one mountain, cross-country skiing, across the tundra, across the prairies, right through the great country of Canada, and I still don't know where my breakfast is. Thanks so much for watching. You be good. Don't hurt nobody. Peace.